Can you love God with no conditions? If everything were taken away, every blessing, every person you hold dear, would you still love Him? Simply because of who He is. This is not a question about Abraham. This is a question about you.
God, I kneel before you once again. How can words ever capture what you have done for me? Look at this, the flocks, the servants, the abundance. You took a wandering nobody and set him among kings. And Sarah, at 90 years old, you opened her womb and gave me the impossible. Lord, I am simply grateful.
Abraham, Abraham.
Speak, Lord. Your servant is here.
You are my faithful servant, one who never forgets grace.
It is only because you have never stopped protecting me. I have done nothing on my own.
Abraham, if I had given you nothing, none of this, would you still love me?
Lord, you know my heart.
Then, take your son, your only son, Isaac, and offer him to me.
Isaac?
Go to the mountain of Moriah. Offer him there as a burnt offering.
Abraham's heart gave way. He could not rise. For a long time, he simply could not rise. The command made no sense to him, because Isaac was not simply a son. Isaac was the beginning of every promise God had ever made. Isaac was the whole reason for the journey. And now, God was asking for him back. He could not understand it. He could not accept it. And yet, he could not refuse. The next morning, before dawn, Abraham woke his son quietly. Isaac had no idea why his father's face was set like stone, why the words had all but stopped. And so the journey began. 3 days. For Abraham, the longest 3 days of his life.
Father, how far is Mount Moriah?
3 days.
Father, you have been so quiet. Tell me your stories. I love hearing about your life.
Yes, that is a good idea, my son.
What was like? Your hometown?
It was poor, but it was warm. So very warm.
That day, Isaac stirred something in Abraham, something buried deep beneath the years. A longing he had kept quietly folded away in the furthest corner of his heart. Isaac, without knowing, gently woke it.
Nahor, I will stop by Haran's tent first. I want to see his face. Then bring his flock along.
Haran still is not well. I worry about him. You go. Take your time with him. I will lead both flocks to the pasture.
Haran, how are you feeling today?
Brother, you came. I should be out there working, and yet here I am, month after month. I am sorry.
Do not worry about the flocks. Nahor and I have it all covered. You focus on one thing only, getting well.
Brother, take Lot with you. Teach him. A boy should not grow up without learning from a man like you.
I will. I promise. Do not worry.
Lot, from today, follow your uncle, learn from him, and keep this always. It is our family's God. It will protect you wherever you go.
The drought is worse this year, and it will only get worse. We cannot survive like this. Not all of us.
And Haran's still lying in bed. He needs to eat well to recover. But there is barely enough as it is.
That is why I have decided we cannot stay. Abraham, you and I will go ahead to Canaan, find new land, build a foundation. Nahor, you stay behind. Care for Haran with what livestock remains. Haran cannot make a journey like this, not now.
Yes, father, I will stay. With fewer mouths to feed, we can manage. Go and find us a better home.
And so Abraham set out, not toward adventure, but toward survival. He left behind a brother too sick to travel, and another who stayed to watch over him. He could not look back for long. It was a road chosen for family, and yet it was a road that took family away. This was Abraham's first farewell.
The sun is dropping. Make camp here. Prepare the tent and the meal.
Father, did you make it to Canaan safely? Please, keep going with the story.
The truth is, we never made it to Canaan. Not right away. We stopped in a land of Haran and stayed.
Abraham, I am too old for this. I cannot go further. But this land, the pastures here are better than Ur. Let us settle here.
Yes, father. Tomorrow I will go to the market. Buy young livestock. We will start over here.
You worked hard today, son.
The pastures are rich, father. The flocks are growing fast. Soon, we may be able to send for our brothers.
Young Lot must miss his father so much. I pray that day comes soon. Now rest. You have earned it.
That night, the stars were uncommonly beautiful. Abraham stood alone beneath the open sky, and something in him came undone. The weariness of a foreign land, the weight of years away from home, it all dissolved beneath that ancient light. These were the same stars he had watched with Haran, the same sky he and Nahor had stood beneath as boys. For a moment, he was no longer a stranger in a strange land. He was home, and then it happened.
Abram.
Who is there? Speak. I am listening.
I am the Lord your God, the maker of heaven and earth.
I am here, Lord. Speak. Your servant is listening.
Leave this place. Leave your country, your people, your father's household, and go to the land I will show you. I will make you into a great nation. I will bless you. I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing. Those who bless you, I will bless. Those who curse you, I will curse. And all peoples on earth will be blessed through you.
But Lord, my father, he is old and frail. How can I leave him alone?
Do not be afraid for your father. For your sake, I will watch over him.
Father, last night, God spoke to me, the God of heaven and earth. He told me to leave, to follow him to a land he will show me.
My son, I have lived my life. You still have yours ahead of you. Do not stay behind for this old man. May the blessing of your God go with you every day of your life. It is all
Father,
right.
I am
My
leaving
son,
what remains of our traveling money.
Do not weep for
And the
me.
livestock, all of
I
it
want
stays
you to
with you.
know
When
that of
God
all
blesses
the
me,
things in my life,
I will come back for you.
being your
I
father
promise.
has been my greatest honor. I am so proud of you, my son. So very proud.
They say every
Thank
meeting
you
is the beginning of a farewell.
for being my son.
The deeper the joy of finding, the sharper the pain of losing. Faith always carries a cost, but for Abraham, that cost was almost more than he could bear. To release everything he had known, to be made entirely new. That was where faith began. And so Abraham took his first step onto the road of faith.
So when you arrived in Canaan, was it everything you hoped for?
Far from it. The moment we arrived, a famine hit, one that comes once in a century. We had no choice. We fled to Egypt, where the Nile never runs dry.
Then why not just stay in Egypt?
The Egyptians looked down on shepherds. They despised people like us, wanderers, herdsmen. They treated us like outcasts. Settling there was never an option. Sarah, you know how the Egyptians treat people like us, and you are so beautiful that any man who sees you will want you for himself. They will kill me to take you. So please, tell them you are my sister. It is the only way we both survive this.
All right, whatever you need.
To survive, Abraham called his beloved wife his sister. It was the moment fear stepped in front of faith. But Abraham did not know what was already gathering on the horizon, how great the storm would be that was already on its way.
Your Majesty, we have found a woman of extraordinary beauty. We bring her now as an offering to you.
Remarkable. Truly remarkable. You will be rewarded handsomely. Does she have family?
A brother, Your Majesty. He accompanied her.
Send him livestock, the finest Egypt has to offer. A woman like this. I am most pleased today.
Hear me, I will strike your household, every soul within these walls, with plague, for you have taken the wife of my servant Abram.
I did not know she was his wife. I swear it. I will send her back. First thing in the morning. Please, have mercy. Abram, why did you not tell me she was your wife? Your silence nearly brought the judgment of God upon my entire nation. Take your wife and get out of my sight. Because of the shame she suffered here, I will let you keep the livestock. I will add silver and servants. Now go and never return.
Abraham forgot. Blinded by fear, he buried the promise God had spoken deep inside himself and tried to survive without it. But God never forgot, not even once. What could have been disaster became provision. What should have brought ruin became blessing. Over Abraham's failure, God's faithfulness quietly fell. That is what faithfulness really looks like.
Lot, your father, my brother Haran, he has passed away back home. You have grown into a fine man. I am proud of you. You have walked every hard road with me, without complaint. By God's grace, we have been blessed with more than we can manage here. This land cannot hold us both. So choose whatever land you want. If you go right, I will go left. If you go left, I will go right. You choose first.
Uncle, you have been more of a father to me than anyone. I will never forget what you have done for me. Never.
And departing back, never says a word. Abraham had carried Haran's last request close to his heart. Take care of my son. And he had. He had raised Lot as if he were his own. But now, the boy was walking away. With every step Lot took toward the eastern plains, something in Abraham's chest grew smaller. He did not blame him. The choice was Lot's to make, and love had to let him make it. Haran, your son grew up well. He just will not be staying beside me anymore.
Whatever happened to Lot?
He chose the eastern plains, near Sodom and Gomorrah. The land was rich then, before God's judgment came. He moved his family inside the city walls. Then 4 kings swept through and destroyed everything. Sodom fell, and Lot and his family were taken captive. When I heard, I could not wait a single hour. I gathered 318 trained men, and we rode through the night. That night, they had everything they wanted. The prisoners, the plunder, the victory. They made camp on the road home and celebrated, drinking, laughing, dancing around their fires as if nothing in the world could touch them. The party was at its height. And suddenly, thunder rolled across the sky, and then something else came down with it. A darkness, a black and suffocating terror that fell over every single one of them like a cloak. That was our moment. We set fire to the tents at the edges of their camp, and we shouted with everything we had. The sound of it, the fire, the darkness already inside them. They thought they were surrounded. They thought it was over, and so they ran, Isaac. They dropped their weapons. They left the plunder. They abandoned the prisoners, and they simply ran. We did not win that battle because we were stronger, my son. We won because God went before us into the darkness, before we ever arrived.
Abram, the victory is yours. Keep everything. Only return my people to me.
I lift my hand to the Lord, God Most High, Creator of heaven and earth, and I swear, I will not take so much as a thread or the strap of a sandal that belongs to you. No one will ever say that the king of Sodom made Abram rich. Only what my men have eaten, and the share of those who fought with me, Aner, Eshcol, and Mamre, let them take their portion, but I will take nothing.
They had arrived at the foot of Mount Moriah. There was nowhere left to go, nothing left to delay. When morning came, Isaac would have to be offered. Abraham lay down, but he could not sleep. He closed his eyes, but the darkness brought no rest. It was a long night, the longest of his life.
God, you have kept every promise, every single one. I know that. But Lord, Lot is gone. Ishmael is gone. And now you're asking for Isaac, the one you gave me, the one who was supposed to be the beginning of everything. If you need my life, take it. If you need everything I own, it is yours. But this child, yet you gave him, and you have the right to take him back. So, blessed be the name of the Lord. Stay here with the donkey. The boy and I will go up alone. We will worship, and we will come back.
Father.
Yes, my son. I am right here.
We have the wood, and we have the fire, but where is the lamb for the burnt offering?
God himself will provide the lamb, my son.
Father, everything is ready.
Yes, let us rest. Just a moment, my son.
Father, am I the offering? Father, you always told me, never forget the grace we have been given. How could I ever forget what God has done for you and for me? So, Father, do not be afraid. Bind me, lay me on the altar. I will not forget His grace, even now.
God is good. He is always good. My son, He is always good.
Abraham, stop. Do not lay a hand on the boy. Do not do anything to him. Now I know that you fear God, because you have not withheld from me your son, your only son, my servant, Abraham.
Speak, Lord. Your servant is here.
You did not withhold your son, your only son, from me. Now I know you truly fear God. Abraham, I watched you walk this road today. I saw your trembling hands raise that knife. I know how deeply your heart was breaking. Abraham, one day my own son will walk this same road. That is my plan. Abraham, I know how much it hurt you today. I know, because I will feel the same pain. This is the fulfillment of the covenant.
Abraham had always believed he was a man of faith. He had left his homeland. He had buried his family. He had walked the wilderness for decades. Surely he knew God. But on that mountain, Abraham saw something he had never seen before. He had only ever been looking at his own story. On the altar of Moriah, with trembling hands and a raised knife, he finally understood. God had stood in this same place, not as a witness, but as a father who would one day refuse to stop the knife for the sake of the world. Abraham got his son back, but God never did. That was the love Abraham had spent his whole life believing in. That was the face of the God he finally, truly saw. Can you love God with no conditions? If everything were taken away, every blessing, every person you hold dear, would you still love him? Simply because of who he is. This is not a question about Abraham. This is a question about you.